Welcome to this episode of Let's Play Cute Defense. This is a video on demand first person view from myself, Night Reaper, in a recent game I played on June 27th. Alright, so this video is going to be pretty chill. I'm going to speed it up to like 2 speed, 3 speed after things get going. This is really just a hangout video, just like very chill. Let's crank up this playback speed a little bit. 2 times speed. Let's see if we get 2.5. 3 times speed. Okay, are you ready? I'll be in and out on the mic. I'm not going to try to fill your ear the whole time. This game had some interesting qualities. This is the new OG map. I think it has a lot less interesting team bases than it used to have. This is just updated in patch like 13 or 14 in June. So I took this top left base with a double entrance, which is cool. I like how pretty much all the bases have a double entrance. And so everything's pretty fair. There's no single base advantage, or like single two grid choke point advantage. So I went into this game with a specific thought. I said, only thing I'm gonna build is one tower, Venom Tower. Oh, Venom Tower is banned. I'm gonna build walls. Oh, Moonwell is banned. Okay, fine. I said, fine, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm going to build a necrotic tower and build a lot of speed auras. And I'm just going to hone in on that one tower. So that was kind of my game plan. You can see I dropped down like a basic wall so I get vision and I can jump back and forth over this wall. This is a nice little kitty corner on the new original OG map where you can build up here in this north corner and take care of all the cutelings here at your entrance. So it's really a bigger base than it looks. Nonetheless, it is a double entrance, double wide base, and you don't get both sides of it. You only get one side of it. You see what I mean here? You only get this down and this back. You don't get the upper side to help defend that choke point unless you do some really unusual build up. So I decided I'll put my town hall up there, mine the gold up there, and just run with it. Okay, so here I am. I said, okay, I got to do all my speed auras. And I got to build a necrotic tower. And I'm just going to make a super necrotic tower. Let's see how it goes. I rolled my necrotic tower pretty early, 7 minutes. I said, why not? Let's build it. All right, I put down an early crystal wall. Crystal wall is really powerful for that first 25 minutes of the game. You just do crystal wall and you upgrade to the dendroling crystal, the dendro crystal. And the cutelings take that thorn damage and coupled with punji sticks, you really basically got a really good, inexpensive defense. So you can see I'm really building my tits off. My rerolls are mediocre. 60 rerolls at 10 minutes. This build was supposed to be very simple because I want to build speed auras around my necrotic tower, and I want to build some micro towers to buff my necrotic tower. And then of course damage aura and defense aura. So it seemed everything was going to be straightforward, and then at the 11th and a half minute I roll a Sky Fury tower. I say, oh, well, if I'm going to do Sky Fury, if I'm going to do Necrotic Tower and just buff it up, I might as well do Sky Fury. So I go ahead and build the Sky Fury. And I get to thinking, what should my strategy be? Should I just build up on the Sky Fury now? The problem with only having one main source of damage is the enemy team can void stasis your one source of damage, and for the time that you're void stasis, you get no damage output. Unbelievably, I roll a second Sky Fury tower, so that means someone on the other team did too. So I say, okay, F it. I'll just do Necrotic and 2 Sky Furies and just try to make them strong. So that's what I go on to play here. Now, we're going to learn some lessons here. If you're an amateur, at least, the pro players aren't going to learn because they already know. But I'll explain the lesson as this commentary goes on. Right now, it's just kind of fun. Watch me zoom ahead, play pretty decent, cute defense, base building, and build the big base. There's the opponent. He got the Sky Fury. So now it's the 18th minute and I only have 95 rerolls. So this is getting into the details. I said there's going to be something strategic to learn here, and so I can start explaining that now. Because by the 19th minute, every good player should have 180 rerolls. 150, 180 rerolls at the 19th minute. 20th minute, you should have 180 rerolls. So what happened? Now, granted, I did spend a whole lot of gold on Sky Fury Tower 1 and Sky Fury Tower 2, but that's not the real problem. See, the real problem is all these speed auras, and I wanted the speed obelisks, and I have 3 of them. I wanted them as a fun part, but the fact is, they're very expensive. In the first 20 minutes, 125 gold, 140 gold, and a 3rd speed obelisk. That's pretty expensive. So all of that cost me more and more of my rerolls. If I had instead just re-rolled for more gold mines and more miners and literally ignored speed aura, ignored speed obelisk, I would have been in much better shape. So this is a very core lesson for expert cute defense gameplay. If you spend early on things that you could get later easily, like speed auras, then that's gold that you spent early that could have been spent on more miners and more gold mines. That's the key insight. So here I rolled some heroes, also very expensive, 125 gold. I chose to build those. A distraction. Those heroes are really only a distraction. To upgrade those heroes is the height of foolishness because I'm splitting all of my upgrades. Now I've got to upgrade walls, health, wall defense, tower damage. I have to go tower energy for my fountain of health that I hope to get. So I'm already upgrading 4 things, plus trap upgrades, because I have to have my traps ready. And then I bring in heroes, and what am I going to do? I'm going to upgrade the heroes. So that's a huge demand on my gold treasury. This is all about focus. If I had focused on my tower build, there's some meteor I threw down, but it turned out that was my teammate. So if I had just focused on the tower part and the walls and the miners, to repair the wall, I would have had 100 more rerolls by now. I would have had more miners, more gold mines, more fountains of health. So this is the very hidden gameplay secret for super skill, cute defense. You have to build the base almost in reverse. You see this base right now, all those speed auras? Too early. Way too early in the game to have all those speed auras. I could have rerolled for gold mines and miners. More damage auras, more defense auras. And more fountains of health. And more miners to repair my wall. So this is the true secret to this game. To build your base in reverse. So here I am building some gold mines inside of my base proper. I'm preparing to move my town hall. You see me destroy my town hall here pretty soon. Now you're seeing how I have too many upgrades to maintain. It's a huge strain on my gold. Now one thing that I did do right is I made sure I maintained send cutelings every cooldown. That's super valuable. And you can see at the top of the screen I have the most gold income of all my teammates according to the passive income. By the way, one gold mine with 2 miners with a gold mine adjacent to a war hall or a town hall is worth about 30 gold per tick. So that 420 gold up top plus 1 gold mine, that's perfect, is worth about 450 gold per tick. So gold mines are very valuable throughout all the game. Okay, so we're still building up. I have a pretty good looking base. Only 200 rerolls at the 36th minute, so it's just as I mentioned before. I built the base too fast. All this high-tech base I built too fast. I should have built more gold mines. More miners. So the base is kind of frail. There's only 12 miners when I should have 22 miners. And they're critical to repairing my wall. So it's very important. Nonetheless, you know those are some pumped up Sky Fury towers, right? Those are some pumped up towers. There's like 12 speed auras or more. They're surrounded by micro towers. Those things are pumped up. Let's see how it goes. We're in the 38th minute now. So see, I diversified into the heroes, and I had to start upgrading hero attributes. I had to start building marketplaces. You know, I had to build the Altar of Kings for the hell of it. And all that cost me reroll and time to reroll, where I could have found more fountains of health. Instead, I only have 1 damn fountain of health, and it's going on the 40th minute. I should have 5 or 6 fountains of health if I were playing real pro. So I hope you follow my line of thinking. You got to build the base in reverse. There was the building glitch, and my Tauren chieftain got kicked out of the base. I actually tried to get him in the base there, and it didn't work. There that went. So the chieftain, Tam, he's stuck facing down the cutelings. Now you know that there's some pumped up Sky Fury towers. So I made another critical mistake this game, and since we're in the last minutes of this video, I'm going to explain that. So here with this build, even everything the same, I built it just the same, not perfect, but it built up a good base. It looks good, right? My upgrades are good. 7, level 7, it's okay. But what my strategic mistake was for offense was I upgraded Cuteling level. I pumped up Cuteling level. And since I had so only miners to heal my wall, I should not have increased Cuteling level. I should have upgraded boss level, because that only affects the other team when I attack them and my team attacks them with bosses. Instead, I upgraded Cuteling and a strategic mistake, and now these big Cutelings are coming for me. And I only have miners and a single fountain of health to heal my wall. So let's see how that works out. It would have been much better, you'll see, if I did not upgrade Cutelings and if I instead focused on bosses to punish the other team more. So look at the Cutelings come and ravage my base. Blam, 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 and it's all over in like 2 seconds. So that is the story of this particular game of Cute Defense. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was your host, Night Reaper. Like and subscribe. Share the video on Discord and all your favorite social media. Share it in the Battle.net channel Arcade. Look at Night Reaper's latest Cute Defense video. Don't do that. But do compliment me in the comments to this YouTube video because it makes me feel good. Have a nice day and goodbye for now. Ta-ta, see you later.